Hi there, welcome to a new video. So this one we're actually answering a question. Now, the question was written by my good friend CB Smallwood. Now, if you're not following his YouTube channel, then the link is in the show notes below. I urge you to follow it. He makes really thoughtful videos about the comic making process. He also talks about horror films and a bunch of other things with his series Sketching Past Midnight, which I don't get to watch very often because I'm asleep generally. But CB's great. I've got a load of time for this guy, and he's asked a question and I'm going to do my best to answer it, dag nabbit. So he asked the question, how can I do rim lighting in Krita? Well, I've made this rough drawing. This is CB's own character. This is Wildcat, and I just drew this on my tablet and just transferred it over to Krita, and here we are. Not surprisingly, we're in Krita. So I'm going to try a few things. The background probably isn't very good for us actually. Let's have a plain background. So let's make a new layer, and I'll just hide the artwork and the colours and the held lines. And in this layer, where is it? This layer. So I'll just move to the bottom. I'm just going to fill it in black for now, which does present a bit of a problem. Come on, go black. There we go. Doing stuff now. It's the second while Krita works the turkey through. There we go. This does present something of a problem because we've got black line art against a black layer. So I'm just going to knock the opacity of this down just a tad, just so we can see what we're working with. In fact, we can turn it off. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll just turn it off. So we've got our fill color, and we've got this. This is effectively a line hard. I did this in layer paint on my tablet, and this is roughly the similar technique we're going to use to create some rim lighting. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate my layer. This is my line art layer. Hit this button, which should mouse over that again. Lock opacity. Alpha lock. There you go. Right at the bottom. Alpha lock. Yes. So anything I draw on this layer effectively only affects anything that's got a pixel in there. So if I get a red, and I just draw a line, it's only affecting the artwork. There you go. Here, nothing. There, stuff. So this is how we're going to do our rim lighting. You need to think about what your lighting model is going to look like, what your highlight color is going to be, what your low light color is going to be, for example. So let's make a layer. Here's my layer. Let's make color. I quite like it when Simon Bisley does this a lot. He'll use like a very vibrant color, like usually a cyan, but a magenta would work nicely. I think let's try magenta. I think that could be pretty cool. Okay, and we're just going to pick out literally just tickling the top of the lines. There we go. And this brush is a bit big. I mean, ideally, I personally would probably want to have a more rigid brush, but I drew this late last night and I wasn't really thinking about that. Okay, and I'm using control, and Krita control allows you to act as a color picker. So I'm going to pick out, and I'm zooming in and out with the wheel, and brush sizes on the square brackets there. With hindsight, I should use I should use the hard brush for this, because you get this pre-multiplied sort of alpha on the edges, but it's enough to show the principle. Okay. Go with this line, and you're sort of trying to think of go with that. I don't want to muck around too much of it, so we'll go with that, and we'll probably, I don't know, you might be able to hear some noise in the background. Bins are being emptied today. We'll go with a blue, maybe a darker blue, something like that. This is tricky. This is why sometimes when you're inking you want to ink the whole thing, but if I'd separated the black of the hair into a separate layer, then line art holds would be really easy, so I'm having to sort of improvise a little bit. I'm just using a line. All I'm doing is introducing a colour hold here. There. Right. Next thing, I want to add some, strictly speaking, I probably should have done this first, but I didn't, so let's add some shading, because it looks a bit weird right now. So I'm add a paint layer, and I recommend, if you're going to do this, I would recommend doing this bit first. So, new paint layer. I'm going to fill this with... Actually, I don't need to fill this, I can just make a shape. Sorry, I'm sort of making this up as I go, sort of thing. I'm going to make a select new colour. I want a sort of dark purple. Something like that, maybe a bit redder, something a bit warmer. Something like that. You may be familiar with this trick, or you may not, so I'll do it and you can go, oh, that's a cool trick, or oh, that's a cool trick. So my light's coming this way, so I want this part of the face to be sort of in shadow, so I'm just going to start defining areas that I think should be in shadow, and we'll refine this as we go. And we'll say that I'm holding shift and I'm going freehand to get the rest of this. And all I'm going to do is get a brush, big brush, and I'm just going to fill this in. And once I've got it, I'm going to get this open. I'm going to grab that bit. Select that bit. Delete those bits. Kind of want that bit. Go on. And that bit. That'll do. That's good. It's good enough to show the technique. Switch our layer mode to multiply. Drop it down to about 30%. And now you've got some interesting tones. And you can add another layer on top of this to go darker and darker and darker. Right, in the meantime, let's get our colour layer again, which is effectively our flats layer. We select opaque, gives us a big selection of stuff. Another new layer. I'm just going to go with white. No, we'll go with pink to match the colour thing. We'll change our brush to an airbrush. It's fairly large, which is good. And I'm just running the brush down the side here to give us our lighting. I think that's a bit too dark. We can delete that. Let's go lighter. like that maybe. That's not bad. That's not too bad at all. I am just running the airbrush literally down this side. I'm using the mask, I'm using selection as a mask. And I'll make it smaller here. And I'll just run a little bit there. And then we'll put that layer back on. And that's a way you can get some edge lighting. I mean, if you really want to go extreme, you can make this white, almost like it's the iris is sort of blurring out the artwork. But there's a technique. Actually, whilst we do it, let's now also do some low lighting, some low shadows. Should be just as interesting. Turn off for a second. I reckon you want that area to there, and you probably want a bit of the trapezium in there, and probably that bit as well. Same thing, but I'm now using this bottom edge, and I think I can be fairly bold with this stuff. Anyway, that's the technique. It's really hinges on color fills, color holds for line art, and dropping in some airbrush tone along the side. I mean, you can carve it. The thing is, you can carve into this, right? You can sort of grab a selection and delete it. You know, grab a section and erase it. So maybe you want this bit to be more. Maybe you want this bit to be more shadowed. There we go. Okay, anyway, I hope you found that useful. I hope you found it helpful. In the meantime, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll see you in the next video. Maybe I should just have a bit of shading around there. That could be fun. Same for this one. Yeah, it's not too bad. Alright, anyway, I hope you found that interesting. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. We'll see you in the next video. Questions, if you have them, ask them. We can make videos like this, and everyone gets a chance to learn and grow. Isn't that fun? Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. We will see you in the next video. Take care. Alright, bye bye now.